and thank you for joining us tonight. We are When Sistas Meet, brought to you by Lipstick Entertainment on New Beat Radio, on TikTok, on YouTube, on all social media platforms. So make sure you're following us. My name is Renee the Diva.
I'm Miss Layla.
I'm Tam, and today we are going to be talking about what would you do if. We're going to talk about random situations and how we would handle them.
Let's get started. Why don't we?
Go.
Before we do, let's mention our sponsors. We are sponsored by, of course, Gems by Lipstick Entertainment and Legacy Collection, Natural Beauty Makeup. Make sure you come and shop at Gems. We have some events coming up here in the month of July, so make sure you're staying posted, okay? And we also have our school drive going on. So if you would like to donate for our school drive, make sure you contact any of us cast members or email us at lipstickentertainment2020@gmail.com. All right, let's get started, ladies, shall we?
Let's go.
All right. What would you do if you could live for 200 years? Ooh, that's a good question.
I would just try to enjoy every moment. I mean, because I'm already planning to live as long as I can live. So, I don't know. All the things that I feel like I don't have time for now, I would probably try to incorporate that, knowing that I have those 200 years to go. So.
Yeah, I say I would definitely make a goal, 200 goals, I don't know, big goals to accomplish each year. So whether it's, doing something I've never done before, I want to conquer that.
I would say if I lived 200 years, I would definitely make sure that my people were with me. They were living 200 years also. Because, I don't want to be here 200 years just, seeing everybody come and go.
Right.
But, I think it would be really fun to be a 200-year-old at some of these events. And people look at me like, no way. Because, we don't crack.
That's right.
Exactly.
Be up there.
Just
I'm like,
saying.
girl, how do you? I'm 150. How
Right,
are you?
how are you? Okay, so it could be very interesting. I'm sure. Yeah. All right, let's go for our next one. What would you do if you got fired from your job?
I'm gonna be honest.
Me, please.
If I got fired today, I would definitely be thinking of a plan, because I don't have everything in place in the way that I should, but it would definitely be a thinking moment for me. I mean, I have some things in place, but I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably kind of freak out a little bit, but I pull it together quickly and just find another one.
Yep.
That's what sisters do.
Yeah, that's what we do. And I definitely will head head online to an appointment.
Right?
Workforce day, okay?
Yeah.
Immediately. And then just kind of, revamp my resume and get to hustling on a job search.
There you go. Honestly, if I were to be fired today, and it's funny that came up because it's actually, some things going on in my corporate job. But, I would just say this is God's way of telling me it's time for you to move on and quit playing and go ahead and be a full-time entrepreneur. That's where I would be at with it. Because, I definitely understand, that's just not an easy thing. And then I'll also say, tell me while I'm at home. Save me my gas, because gas is high.
Listen.
Yes.
As I'm throwing over the microphones and everything. We are live. Just so y'all know, so we can't do any bloopers and edits and everything else. What you see is what you get. There you go. All right. All right, you ready for our next question?
We are ready.
Okay.
I want to know what y'all would do.
Yes. What would you do if someone hit you and drove off?
Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all, this happened to me before. And I am generally a non-confrontational person. But on this particular day, I really wanted this person to pay. This was a few years ago. This is not the person I am today for anyone that's watching. But I got in my car and I drove and I followed them as long as I could, like this, car banged up. I followed them because I wanted them to pay. I called the police. I got on the phone. I tried to get the license plate. I didn't. It didn't quite work out. But unfortunately, I had to go ahead and take care of it myself. Thankfully, I have insurance, so. But yeah, that wasn't the safest. It's not my recommendation. It doesn't reflect the views of Lipstick Entertainment. We shouldn't have, but I did follow them, but I didn't get anywhere with it.
Well, I'm glad you came out and said, how about that?
Me too.
That's what I said.
It was to chase nobody.
It was a past self, but yes.
And knowing Tam is to know she's really not confrontational, y'all. So, I
But
can
that
really
day-
just envision her
that day-
doing that, right?
Listen.
Yeah.
Definitely in a moment too.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not gonna
they
be-
hit me, and I thought they were kind of pulling over so we could exchange information, and they pulled over and then hit the gas.
Oh, wow.
So I hit the gas.
It's like a straight sucker move. I'm like,
That's what happened.
Yeah, I'm definitely calling the police, because what you're not gonna do is hit me and get away with it, or if you think you are, I'm definitely gonna make a claim and get the settlement that I deserve. So, and I'm going all out.
But you gotta have info, because I tried that, and they if I had part of the license plate. I wish I had a passenger at the time, because I could have been take a video, but I was by myself. So if you don't have that information, they can't go after that person, unfortunately.
I say it depends on your insurance company, because my insurance,
How would they find them though? How would they know who to go after? Okay.
you can get some things. You can get some
Okay.
things.
Well then, it didn't work out for me.
Well, honestly, I would say, because I think it would just be such a shocking kind of situation. How could somebody really have the gall to just hit somebody and pull off? Who does that? That's so rude.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
And it's unsafe for two. We've seen situations in the media, especially here lately, where people have done that, where they've tried to drive off and they end up crashing again, or either hitting other people and or killing themselves.
Yeah.
Trying to run from these kind of situations. So it's just really not the safest thing to do. Even if you don't have insurance, it's better to just stay on the scene to be accountable for it, because you can have someone coming and trying to arrest you. Provided that the other person has your information for leaving the scene, especially if there's some injury.
Yeah.
So it's just, probably best to stay on the scene.
Yep.
Just
There you go.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take time for our hot topics with Miss Tam.
All right. So it's July. This year is flying by. I hope everybody enjoyed their 3-day weekend. 4th of July, whether you celebrated or not, that has been a hot topic amongst many. So I say do whatever, that you and your family do. Since our last show, lots of things have happened. So, again, whether these are things that you agree with or not, they are things that are trending and that are hot topics. So one of them that's happened since our last show was the R. Kelly sentencing, 30 years. Some people super sad about that. Some people are super happy and relieved. It's a hot topic. We all know that Roe v. Wade was overturned after nearly 50 years. Again, affects a lot of people, a hot topic, still going on. Brittany Griner, WNBA star, she actually, it's a super hot topic now that she appealed to the White House. They just received this letter within the last 24 hours to help her. Apparently she's been detained over in Russia for the last 4 months, and stating that she's being detained illegally and falsely accused of those charges. So waiting on a reply from the White House on that. That's another super hot topic that's out there. Unfortunately, also as of yesterday, there's been still these shootings going on, a lot of them surrounding 4th of July celebrations. One of them was in Highland Park right outside of Chicago, as well as Philadelphia. So those are some things that are trending hot topics. We like to keep it nice and positive and upbeat. So on a happier note, also since our last show, the BET Awards took place. I really enjoyed that there with Taraji P. Henson. And one of the highlights that I really enjoyed was the Diddy Lifetime Achievement Award. The performance and everything that was given, and most of us, that was our era, our time coming up with Bad Boy, as some of us teens, some of us young adults, depending on where you fell at in that. So another hot topic that has been trending for a little bit. And then as far as album releases, Chris Brown just released his on June 24th, has an upcoming tour with Lil Baby on August 6th here in Indy. Check your local listings if you're not here with us. Another album release will be Lizzo on July 15th. And as on our last show, we did speak about Beyonce, but we can't talk about her too much, so we're going to say it again. July 29th, we're actually officially in the month. That is an album release. And then also we have performances coming up with Scarface at the Vogue on July 30th. And then in September will be Nas and the Wu-Tang Clan. So I just want everybody to watch out for these album releases and concerts. And those are your hot topics with Tam.
Well, thank you, Miss Tam, for always keeping us informed with the hot topics. We love it. We love it. We love it. Make sure you are liking and sharing, and also subscribing to our YouTube channel. Make sure you're liking and sharing here on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, on all your social medias. We love to see your comments as well. So make sure you put comments in there and we'll reply to them as soon as we got off air, okay? All right, let's go to the next topic.
What would you do if?
Make sure you also are listening to New Beat Radio. Hi, Steve. Hi, guys, over at New Beat. So, we always joke because, again, this is a live show. So we do hand gestures and everything. So if you hear us say, this is for the radio, that's why we say it, because we are broadcast live on New Beat Radio as well, okay? So what would you do if someone makes an inappropriate racial comment in your presence? Ooh, that's a juicy one.
Okay, so listen. I will have to address that because especially it depends on a lot of things, a lot of circumstances, but mostly if you, let's even say in the workplace, the grocery store, wherever, generally if you allow people to say certain things, they won't stop there. Mm-hmm. So once they know that you're going to stand up for something being inappropriate, most of the time they're going to pull back. There's going to have some hot heads that maybe won't, but I mean, for me, I would definitely have to address it.
Yeah, I definitely have to check that situation, no matter, how it makes me feel in the moment, but definitely out of respect for myself and where I come from, definitely have to check that person.
I look at it as racism is really ignorance. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's because people were just brought up that way and they don't know any better. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's because they choose to feed into the ignorance that they were taught.
Absolutely.
So I think I would probably gauge the situation first. Mm-hmm. I have had situations where people have made racist comments, and it depends on how the comment is made. Again, if it's something where it's really meant to be malicious towards myself or someone of my race, then I'm definitely going to comment. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be indignant. I'm not going to do the typical black girl thing that they say we do. I give the air quotes for radio. But I am definitely going to address it because it's a matter of respect. You don't want me to disrespect your race and your culture and your beliefs. Don't do it to me.
Yes. So, but from my feeling is, I feel like whether it's malicious or if it's not malicious, even if it's out of ignorance, they need to know. So I feel like you're going to learn today. So if I'm serious with that, because
that's our producer here, by the way. We love her. Mm-hmm.
Because I do understand ignorance, and it's okay. I understand what you mean about like gauging the situation, and it's not about going out. Hey, my son has this thing with me. He says, "Mom, you have this way of like getting people told off in the nicest way."
There you go.
So sometimes that's appropriate, So depending on the audience and what it is going on, I just feel like it needs to be addressed in one way or the other. That's just how. That's how I'm there with mine on that.
I totally agree. Okay. All right, let's go to the next topic. Why don't we? Let's see what we have. What would you do if you overpaid at a store and they didn't give you your change?
I'm asking for my change.
I'm gonna ask for my change. I'm gonna wait for you to go get this manager to open up your drawer and give me my change.
So,
thank you.
If y'all could on the radio, if y'all can see the expressions that my sisters has made. Oh, priceless. Okay.
Yeah, because the fact of the matter is, if you underpay for it, they're not going to let you walk out with the garment. Exactly. So if it comes up to $35.99 and I give you $30, you're not letting me walk out with that. So on the reverse, if I overpay you, I'm gonna need my change. I work hard for my coins.
Exactly.
So I need those.
And not to mention, I'm trying to help you out so you won't lose your job because your drawer gonna come up over or short or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's gonna be a reflection of your performance. So kind of want to give me my money back.
I definitely say that give me my choice. I'm the kind of person that a lot of times, especially if it's like a matter of coins. And trust me, every penny counts, especially with the gas prices and cost of living right now.
Yes.
But I'm the kind of person that generally, like, if it's just some change, I'll actually just say, keep it, somebody might need it, But give me my choice to say that.
Right.
Give me my coin.
Right. Yeah.
Please and thanks.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking of coins. I wasn't thinking of that. I thought we were talking about,
it could be,
you had handed me,
it could be $20,
10 or whatever. But,
and I'm not shaming anyone, but we know that there are some retail hustlers. Mm-hmm. That's the way we're going to put it. Yeah. Where, they will be ringing up one price and charging you one and putting something else in the cash register so they can pocket that money. Yes. But you didn't hear that from me. So, I'm just saying. But in the professional sense, you want to make sure that, again, you are giving people the proper change. Please and thanks. It's called customer service 101.
Yep.
All right.
I agree.
All right.
Well, we got that covered.
Well,
Let's
you
go
know.
shopping together.
Let's go
Everybody
shopping.
get their,
You know, I'm always
everybody
there
get
for
their
a
change
shop.
back.
You know.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into one more question, and then we are going to have our healthy moments with Miss Layla. Okay. So, what would you do if you accidentally entered a nude beach?
Listen, for me, we've had this conversation amongst the ladies. I mean, I would feel at home there. Like, what's the problem? We're human here, you know.
So you're going all in.
I'm going all in
Okay.
with that. Hey, oh, it's a new beach. I didn't know. Well, let's join. Whee! So,
Yeah.
my thing is, you know, there's a way to be tasteful. It doesn't mean I want to be out there turning flips and posing for pictures and everything, but you know, it's just kind of a natural way that a lot of us here in the U.S. think differently, but when you go over in the Caribbean and things like that, like I've been to nude or topless or whatever, like in St. Martin and stuff like that, and it's really just kind of a natural, normal thing.
Right.
So, let's go.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Do you? Whatever, however you want to express yourself, I'm with it.
So you want to leave?
Yeah.
Are you staying?
I'm staying.
Okay. Are you getting nude?
I don't know. I will stay.
But
Okay, Miss Layla.
and even if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, kind of
that's
going
usually,
all in,
you know, yeah.
sometimes you can, the way that I did it the first time I went to one was to go out in the water. Like I had on a 2-piece and I kind of took my top in the water, you know, there. So
Okay.
it's, you know, then you blend in a little, but then you start walking along the beach and you see people just tanning and everything. And I'm just thinking like, oh, well, they comfortable? What's up?
Like,
I
hey.
don't know.
Okay. You know, it's gonna be one of those situations where I'm gonna play it by ear. I don't know.
There you
It
go.
depends on how many cocktails and beverages I've had. It may also depend on who I'm with. You know, because my spouse is probably gonna be like, in one moment he may say take it off, and one moment he'd be like, oh, no, show everybody my goodies. So I don't know. It just
Right.
depends on the situation where we are.
I get it.
You know.
I get it. Yeah, I mean, respect. Yeah, if you are in a relationship, I would say that would be a consideration for if you guys are comfortable with that. So
I'm
That's
comfortable with
me.
my body though. So if it was a situation where it's just me and my sisters, I'm going to.
all right, yeah.
All right, Miss Layla, what you got for us?
All right, so we are here in the summertime. It's officially summer, you all. One of the best things that I will recommend is I hope that we all are using sunscreen. I know some of you all are thinking like, well, I'm a black girl or, whatever, have that ethnic skin. Well, you don't have to worry because there is sunscreen for everybody. I would definitely want to take that in consideration just because it reduces signs of aging. It limits the appearance of sunspots. It definitely limits the risk of skin cancer because we are still prone to that. And then also it can give you broken blood vessels. So you want to make sure you're caring for your skin. It's really been hot. But also, if you're like me that, just kind of avoids it sometimes or don't use it often, just make sure you're wearing sunglasses, you're in shady areas often, just kind of keep your skin protected. Because you just never know. And then also wear that protective clothing that, you have, whether you want to dress it up, make it cute with, dresses, tank top skirts, and stuff like that. Just be mindful to keep your skin protected at all costs in the summer. That's your healthy moment, Miss Layla.
Well, thank you, Miss Layla, for that healthy moment. That is very important.
Yes.
And a lot of foundations and makeups do have SPF in them, actually. So make sure you check your products.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I think
And
we
if-
have time for maybe one more question. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna suggest, if to the audience that if you're not sure where you can find proper sunscreen, just check out Amazon too.
All right. Let's get into some more questions. What would you do if someone owes you money and has not paid you back?
Okay.
For the radio, we make it basis.
All right. So I have something that I do for myself, and that is if I loan money, I have to be able to afford to loan it. So in other words, if you ask me for whatever the amount is, if I need that back by a certain date, I'm not going to hand it out because I'm not going to put myself in that bind. So if you're watching, don't think that I'm just going to hand it out. You can't give it back. But I'm just saying that would be a smart thing to do so that I wouldn't ask them, but then, you could never come back to me again. But I don't do collections. I'm not coming to your door to knock down, but that you cannot ever ask me for money again. So I wouldn't do anything.
Sorry, I lost it.
This
is so funny.
But I think you should have kind of an understanding with that person on what the date is and all that. So they should be offering it back to you without you going to knock their door down.
Definitely.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I definitely think is communication is key to know when you will receive your money back. Other than that, like Sam said, just be mindful of. I have to be mindful if I'm able to lend it out, to kind of anticipate it back. But communication is key, so
Definitely.
just talk to your girl. Otherwise, street credit is the best credit, so don't mess it up.
There you go.
Kind of similar to both of you. I was kind of raised that don't lend it out if you don't have it to lend and not get it back. A lot of times when I do now money, I do it with the anticipation of not getting it back. I guess you would say. Like Tim said, don't get me wrong. I need my coin. I need my money back.
I need it back.
But I don't depend on it coming back, especially at a certain time. Because right now, people are just going through things. It's realistic, So what may not intentionally be a delay may be delayed. So same kind of thing. I'm not going to give it to you if I can't afford not to get it back right away.
But I think for people that owe it, like, just say something. If you owed $100, just say, "Listen, I got 50. Let me get that to you. I'm gonna get the rest in 2 weeks or something." But most people will go silent on you. I have a couple out there, that they'll go silent, and I'm like, okay, but you just can't ask again. So.
Communication is key. I remember taking a trip with a girlfriend of mine, and we aren't even as close, and it's sad to say, but it was because of a money situation. You went on a trip and you didn't have the money you thought you had, and it happens, But if I'm lending you the money, you're saying when we get home or a certain time, this money's just coming back, and it doesn't come back, then then I do have a problem.
Yeah.
Because now it's a matter of communication. Just say I don't have it this week, something.
Exactly. Definitely that will test your relationships.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see what we got next.
Okay.
You have a couple here. Okay. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Wow. So first thing is, well, I probably shouldn't say this. No, I'm gonna say it. If I win the lottery, first thing I'm doing, I'm not calling my job. I'm just not gonna. I just won't be back. I just won't be back. So they'll be like, "Where's Tam?" They may have heard that I won the lottery or whatever, but I just don't work anymore. I'm going to make sure that I invest it properly and take care of myself and my children, but I want to be very smart about my winnings. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely paying all my taxes. Make sure I take it all out. And then I'm going on an island. I'm not going to be found. None of that. I'm just going to escape.
Going to seclusion?
Yes. I'm just going to disappear. And that's what I'm doing. I got to inhale. I got to, absorb the fact that my lifestyle has changed, so I got to be able to adapt to that lifestyle.
I think I definitely would make it where it was private, so nobody really knew that I won the lottery, other than me telling them. And I really wouldn't probably tell anyone. I think more than anything, I would just surprise people with items, like maybe paying off some of their debts or buying houses for my parents or in-laws or something of that nature. Definitely doing work for my church, doing some charity work, doing some donation to those, those foundations, including my foundation that I believe helps the community. And and then I'm definitely going on a sabbatical for a little while.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I think we have time for maybe one more question. Let's see what we got.
I'm so excited.
Okay. So what would you do if you liked more than one person at a time or at once?
Date them all. Date them all until they show their hand. I mean, I'm really big on dating. There's no ring on my finger. So I just find it that, may the best one wins.
Okay then.
Date your girl.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the same. If you're not in a committed relationship, it's free for you to go out there and talk to both of those people. See what each one has to offer. And I have a girlfriend. I don't personally believe in this. I told her she should stop doing this. She will tell both of them that she's talking to two people, which I feel like I can do it, but I don't really have to put that out there.
Right.
But she'll tell, hey, I got somebody else, like what you gonna do type thing. So I don't think that's necessary, but I say do what you do until you decide to be committed.
I don't think I would be comparing apples to apples that way, but I would communication is key. I think that's the easiest way to put it. Communication is key. If you haven't had the conversation that you are in a committed relationship and both of you have agreed to that, then you're not committed, and you can date whoever you want to date.
Absolutely.
I expect for whoever I'm talking to say, okay, yeah, you're not the only one, but that's just me. And I would give that same kind of respect. I don't think I would tell them the detail of what I'm doing with the other person, if that were the case. But unless we made a commitment, then hey, it's a free-for-all for me.
Yes.
So I say it's interesting that you said this because I dated someone before and I just assumed. I don't like to do a lot of assuming in life, but I assumed that I was the only person in their life. Bad assumption. So later they told me that they were involved with someone else, and I said, well, once it all came out, I said, well, why didn't you tell me? He simply said, because you did not ask.
Ooh.
I said, oh.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a thing that you had to ask. I didn't. At least, at a certain point, you would think, but it really did never come out. So.
Yeah. So for those of you watching, those of you who may be in that situation, you have to ask the question. Communication is key. Even if it's an uncomfortable conversation, I think you would rather know the truth. At least I know I would.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather know the truth versus being shocked towards the end of things.
Because I feel like, don't take my options away from me. Let me be the one that you can decide.
Exactly.
And then some people are also very comfortable with casual dating, so it's okay. Say, oh, okay, so yeah, I'm dating, more than one person too, or whatever. But like you said, you should know where you are.
Right.
I totally think that.
And it also gives you the option to have that conversation about a commitment if that's where you choose to go. And that also lets the other person know and yourself maybe realize if you are going to move forward with that person, or if it's just truly going to be something like, well, okay, we're dating and we're not seriously dating, but we're dating.
Right.
Works for me.
Because somebody else might come along and want to snatch you out.
Yes. Don't cut off your options until. Just don't cut them off.
There you go.
Be very open.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us this week on When Sistas Meet. You can catch us here live on Facebook every other Tuesday. So 2 weeks from today, we'll see you at 7:30 p.m. Again, you can listen to us on tomorrow on New Beat Radio. Actually on YouTube tomorrow, and then Newbie Radio on Wednesday and Saturday at, I want to say 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then at 11 a.m. on Saturdays, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but you can look at the comments and see. Okay? And then make sure, again, you're liking, you're sharing, following all of our posts. Again, make sure if you want to participate with us and help us out with our school drive, we are trying to actually support at least 3 inner city schools. We definitely need your help. On any of our social media and on the Lipstick Entertainment page, it is posted the items that we are needing. Get with any of us. Again, we'll be happy to come and even meet you and collect the items if you choose to do it that way. Or if you choose to do a monetary donation, you can as well. Make sure you email us at lipstickentertainment2020@gmail.com. And we're out of here for now. We'll see you in 2 weeks, okay?
Bye.
Bye.